Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for the 13th of February. Cards are out, so we've got the first card, energy across the reading. This card across the bottom, it's kind of a thread that runs through them all. Sometimes it can be a really powerful card and it feels like the concrete pad, the foundation to the read, and other times it just feels like a little thread that goes through the cards. So that's what I'm feeling about this one. This is the Six of Cups, you know, the nostalgia card. Universe going to give you a little shove in the back, but also it's a card of just nostalgia, looking at the past with rose-coloured glasses if you're not careful. So by all means, look at the past and go, yeah, that was great. You know, our experiences inform our present and our future. You know, you climb a tree, you fall out of a tree. You climb a tree, you fall out of a tree. Eventually, your brain goes, maybe we shouldn't be tree climbers. You know, and it's that kind of thing. But what this card talks about is you going, oh, I used to climb trees all the time. It was amazing. And it's your parents who go, no, it wasn't. You kept ending up in hospital. We're so glad to keep your feet on the ground now. So just be careful of looking at the past and going, oh, wasn't it amazing? So you got the present position, present expectation, unexpected, short-term future, long-term future. I've got to tell you straight off the bat, this looks like an excellent reading, Libra, for the next week. Really, really good. First of all, you've got the Hanged Man, one of my favourite cards, but certainly one of my favourite cards of this deck. Is just amazing. He's got a beautiful, serene expression. He's turning into liquid honey. He's giving himself up to the earth. He's going back to the land. He's transforming, you know, into something else. It is a card of seeing a situation in a different way, or just, you know, holding your hands up and going, I can't win this battle. I can win the war, but I can't win this battle, and just letting it go. You know, just let it go. Whatever's going on, you aren't going to change somebody's mind. It doesn't matter. You know, you're better than this, and it does. To me, that's exactly what this reading is all about. I think you've been hanging on in the past to a situation that you know isn't going to have a positive resolution, and really honestly, you're not that bothered about that resolution. It's a bit like fighting for your partner when you go, well, not really the ideal person. It's not someone I would plan to stay with forever if someone better came along. So why are you fighting for that person? You know, and if they're not putting you on a pedestal, people, you shouldn't be with them anyway. I always say to people, if you have a if I go, where are you in 2 Christmases time, you know, or 2 New Year's 2026, some people go, oh, I hope I'm in Hong Kong. I hope I've emigrated to New Zealand with my partner. And some people go, oh, I'm on my own at a party. You know, if you don't see yourself with that person in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years' time, why are you with them today? You know, same with work. There's a classic thing someone talked about with work and said, if you hate your job, you leave your job. And if you love your job, you never leave your job. And if you're in the middle where your job's okay and you're just waiting for something better to come along, but you're not really looking for anything else, so you just stay in the same situation, you know, it just becomes the meh card here. So let's talk about this. So we're going to, you know, you're going to lose the battle to win the war. You're hanging yourself upside down from the tree of knowledge to literally gain a new perspective on something. So you've tried looking at the past and you know that's not really working. So really be honest about yourself. Is this working? Is it not? Are you with a partner and it's not happy? Are you in a job that's not doing it for you? Are you in a mindset that's not as positive as it can be? Then the present expectation is you are aware that the universe provides a safe space. You're not an idiot. That's why you're at this channel at the moment. You're a very beautiful and intelligent person. That's why you're here. The Queen of Pentacles provides a safe space. She's got a snake and a bird, normally predator and prey. She's just bringing them together and going, no, we're not doing that. It's very diplomatic. It's very caring. It's very warm and loving, and it is very stable. Yeah, it's a good, stable environment. So you're allowed to kind of use that as your base to try other things, you know. And again, in a more literal example, say you are unhappy in your job and you want to do something about it. Your partner might go, well, look, this is the situation with the savings. Why don't we give it 3 months? And you can set up your CV, go for some interviews, see what's out there. And if at the end of 3 months, nothing's happened, you just batten down the hatches and go, this is the best it can be. Yeah. So there's a and that's both cards here. That is you trying a different process to maybe move on to the next level, but people being supportive around that. You know, no one's going to let you jump off a cliff and go, don't give up your high-powered, high-paying job if you've got nothing to go to. You know, there's no cards here that are talking about the kind of fool energy of jumping off the precipice. This is more of a considered approach. The unexpected card is very interesting because that's the meh card. You know, you've got 3 cups in front of you and they just don't interest you. The universe has even given you another cup that you weren't expecting. In this deck, it's put a beautiful white flower above it to draw attention to it and say, look at this one. What about this? This is a really good idea. So the universe is definitely waving a carrot under your nose that you just refuse to see. The good news is when you do decide to see it, you end up in a fantastic place. I mean, really powerful for these 2 cards here. So the first card is the Ace of Pentacles, new start, a start of, you know, I was talking before here. This is a card of rolling your sleeves up. It's about getting your CV in place. It's about talking to other people. It's about networking. It's about when you have to do something like that with a CV or with a, you know, you've decided you don't want to be with your partner anymore, so you're going to start looking for a new partner. So you go to the gym, you have a haircut, you put, you know, new moisturizer on, whatever it is that you do, and you just change your attitude. You have flowers in the house and you're uplifted. That energy just ekes out into the wider universe. It just pumps out of you like the Ready Break Man. Do you remember that advert from years and years ago? You know, it's almost like you're glowing with this. You know, when women become pregnant, people go, wow, she's just glowing with health. It's that kind of thing. You're just pushing out this fantastic positive energy. That's what this Ace is here. This is a real roll your sleeves up, check me out, look at what I can do. This is what I've made. I'm already at the top of the mountain. I've already accomplished so much. Just be aware of just how amazing you are already and how even more amazing you could be. So the universe is going, come on, pick one. There's an opportunity here, and maybe the opportunity is just writing your CV. You know, just get that written, just start the process, see where you get to. And then here we've got the, this is the next 1, 2, 3 weeks. I've said it with the others, I'll say it with you. If you want to use this energy and just carry it with you for the rest of the year, feel free to do that. You know, if this card really sings to you, this is the 8 of Pentacles. It's a card of craftsmanship and diligence and hard work and people seeing what you're capable of. Love, love, love to see that. And it's people going, wow, you're amazing. You know, if you're working somewhere or you're with a partner that doesn't think you're the best thing on the planet, why are you with that partner? Somebody somewhere is going to think you're the best person on the planet. They're the person you're supposed to be with. Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, some days it's not as good as others, and some days your partner does your head in. But generally speaking, you should think, do I want to be with this person or not? And it should be with this person. Ace of Wands, wow, this is knocking it out of the park. Ace of Wands, new start with passion, enthusiasm, creativity, particularly if it is in a creative industry. So, you know, musicians, graphic designers, artists. Well, I would argue that you can be a creative anything. You could be a police officer and be a creative police officer, you know, be kind to some and more forceful with others, and just, you know, have good days and bad. No, that doesn't sound right. I don't mean good days and bad days like that. I mean, a creative police officer will go, do you know what? In this situation, we are not going to help by being heavy-handed. Let's take a softly approach and go, come on, lads, it's getting late. Everyone else on the estate wants to go to sleep. It is a Thursday. Why don't you do parties on Saturday like normal people do? Come on, let's get you all home. It's 2 a.m. And hopefully people will sort of buy into that. But anyway, I'm getting off the path a little bit there. This is the Ace of Wands. It's really is it's when you've got a new start here, this is you rolling your sleeves up going, right, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to apply for a new role as a teacher. And you're already a teacher, by the way, so I'm saying, you know, teacher want a new role at another school. And when you do your CV, you're really passionate, enthusiastic about teaching. So people reading that go, wow, this is the kind of person we want at this school, you know. And your current school doesn't appreciate you. This one's going, we can't wait to get this person working for us. They look amazing. Be honest, by the way. Don't tell them you're amazing if you're not. But you are amazing. That's why you're here. There are just some places, you know, I've had it. I've got to be honest, I've had it. You move from one place to another and they just go, wow, you are just the best thing we've ever had. And it's not always been successful. I've gone to places where they've gone, not really what we're looking for. And it's been fine. You know, they were a different type of company than the one that would suit someone with my personality. On top of this safe space, you've got the death card. There's a change coming. There's nothing you can do about that. This is a really positive change, by the way. This is why you've got the safe space above it. This is to remind you that the death card is actually a very, very positive card. It's not a scary card at all. The death card is about transformation and change. There's nothing you can do about it. You are a day older today than you were yesterday. You will eventually become older and older. You cannot stop it, you know. And that's a day-by-day thing. With the death card, obviously, it's a lot faster. There's some significant change coming in. Can't do anything about it. Just embrace the change. Five of Pentacles on top of the Four. So not only have you got in the unexpected position this kind of meh, what's the point? You've also got this, I'm rubbish, you know, I'm drawing attention to my weaknesses. Don't do that, you know. This is in the unexpected position, so let's kick that into touch. This is very definitely someone who is, you know, someone's going, wow, you're amazing at this. And instead of going, thank you very much, you go, yes, I am, but I'm not so good at this. Stop with the not so good at stuff, okay? 10 of Wands on top of the Ace. This situation here could have been going on for a little bit longer. I'm doing it as a weekly read, but you might be going, do you know what? I've had this for the last 2 months. This is the burden card. The burden card is 10 of Wands. You're almost at the end. It's almost over. In fact, I got it for another reading and I got the Rider-Waite Smith one out. If you look at that, these are both the 10 of Wands. I love Heidi's cards. I use them all the time, as you know. Some of them are less successful than others. This doesn't feel like it's a burden for this person. You know, they're not bent over, and that's what it is. It's supposed to be weighing you down. But also, the person's making it more difficult than they need to. And again, there's no destination on this card, whereas here, your home is there. So people always say, well, how long is this going to go on for? On this card, you go, I don't know, because there's nothing on the horizon. So I don't know how long you're going to be carrying this terrible burden, which doesn't look like a terrible burden. But on this card, you go, well, one, you're carrying it in a really rubbish way. Why don't you just lash them together and it'll make it easier? You can't see where you're going. You're going to trip over them. They're putting you back out, but you're almost there. So this card, to me, talks about making it harder than it is, but you're almost at your destination. And this card, is the 10 of Wands, which is the burden card. So yes, there is a bit of a burden on top of this ace. And I think that's of your own making. I did it with another reading. I think it was Gemini. You need to do a mirroring exercise where if I said to you, name 5 things about yourself, you'll probably get stuck after 2. But if I said, well, you know that person who works at your company that has exactly the same name as you that does this job, name 5 things about them. If you put yourself in the third person, it becomes really, really easy. So rather than talking about myself, Steve, I could talk about someone who does this job there and does this, and this. And then he also does this. You just run away with yourself because you're not attaching your name to it anymore. So try that as an exercise. Do some mirroring so you can see yourself as other people see you, not as you see yourself here as this, oh, woe is me, I'm a leper, I need to wear a bell around my neck. People are going, 1, why are you wearing a bell? 2, you're not a leper. Yeah. 3, change is coming. That was always going to happen. Yeah. Just do this thing here. Show everyone how amazing you are. And if you do show everyone how amazing you are, you get the 4 of Wands, which is a fantastic card of a new challenge. Is attached to marriage and a proposal of some sort. It's attached to marriage. It's a joyful celebration. It is, a yeehaw moment. So I really get the feeling that over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, people are really going to see just how good you are at what you do, including yourself. You're going to work out just how good you are. What I would take away from you this week, Libra, is Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. You're doubling down on a new start. Yeah. Take the Hangman as well. So you got the Hangman, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Try and see the situation through somebody else's eyes and then just knock it out of the park and then knock it out of the park again. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week for more of the same. Take care.